to be funny. I'm just saying he's showing it like too much West Coast dick. Okay, y'all felt the way about that bar. Okay, let's rap. Boom. Okay, now y'all see why he said the bar. Too much West Coast. He feels like a lot of y'all can't rap. That don't mean that the East Coast don't like the West Coast. He just saying right now, I don't.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Kendrick Lamar had a historic night at the 2025 Grammy Awards as he won a total of 5 Grammys for his hit song, Not Like Us. The song earned him awards for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Music Video. This has ignited discussions about the nature of the feud with Drake. While some view Kendrick Lamar's victories as a testament of his lyrical prowess, others perceive his actions as petty, capitalizing on personal attacks to achieve acclaim. The rivalry between Kendrick Lamar and Drake dates back to 2013 but escalated dramatically in 2024. Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us is particularly scathing, accusing Drake of predatory behavior.
Trying to be funny. I'm just saying he's showing it like too much West Coast dick. Okay, y'all felt the way about that bar. Okay, let's rap. Boom. Okay, now y'all see why he said the bar. Too much West Coast. He feels like a lot of y'all can't rap. That don't mean that the East Coast don't like the West Coast. He just saying right now, I don't feel like y'all are that good. There's nothing wrong with that. New York has had its times where we weren't that good. The South has had its times where they weren't that good. It happens. You go through waves and you go through periods where it's like, yo, they don't really got it right now. It's not a lot of dope MCs coming out of the city right now. Like that don't mean that, yo, we don't like California or we don't like the Bay. Like,
no, but
what the fuck is that about?
Reason's line was it's a coast jealousy that you niggas think we ain't noticed. Y'all used to be the Meccas. You niggas was really goated, right? So again, because of what Joey said, I can't be mad at the rappers from the West saying, oh, you niggas is mad we getting love. I don't think that that's a reach that they're saying, oh, you niggas is mad that we're getting love, because right now the West Coast is leading the sound because of this whole entire battle that happened with Kendrick. Everybody's over here trying to make West Coast sounding music.
I'll give them a reason to think hate is here now. Let's get to the facts.
Oh God.
Is the West Coast leading right now or is Kendrick Lamar leading right now?
But Kendrick Lamar is, hold on, because
how could we be jealous of the West Coast? Like, yes, Kendrick had the greatest year. And again, I was joking with the MLS and the Dodgers and all that for funsies. What is there to be jealous of? Let's have an objective combo. I'll do the devil's advocate shit.
Okay.
Why not say, hey, you guys are jealous of Kendrick Lamar?
Because the Kendrick Lamar sound that he has right now is a West Coast sound.
Okay, like name another record that's moved outside of GNX with that sound right now. Come on. Who else in the West? Come on. Come on. No. Let's get down to it. The West Coast has gotten away with a lot of shit. Let's get to some facts.
I'm not fighting for the West. I'm just saying I can understand why one would take that as that. That's all. That's all.
I'm asking you a question. Why?
I don't listen to the West Coast music. So
I think Kendrick did an amazing thing by putting on a bunch of West Coast artists, but after that, GNX is GNX. Mm-hmm. If Jay-Z puts out the Black album, are rappers jealous of Jay-Z or New York City? They're jealous of Jay-Z. The whole West Coast isn't moving the way that they're trying to position this.
Okay.
I'm going to get killed by Brims in New York and in Los Angeles.
Listen.
Why? Oh, you just...
Because I'm telling the truth?
Yeah. No.
Mal, what do you think?
About what?
You agree with what he just said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most of it, yeah. I agree. Kendrick obviously had an amazing year. He turned it into the West Coast versus one of the biggest artists in the world. He had the pop-out show, brought out a lot of artists from the city, which was great. He used his moment and he used his platform to shine light on his city and a lot of the artists that are in his city, which was great. But now, okay, cool. The light is there. Now y'all got to show up. Now y'all got to perform. Now y'all got to live up to it. Now y'all got to kind of show us. And if this is the moment where a lot of the guys that who Rory feel like a top 10 right now, in this moment, a guy who kind of wasn't even being talked about until he decided to say too much West Coast dick licking. Like we wasn't talking about Joey Badass's music before that. We was talking about Unique on Raising Kanan.
Fact.
And the great job that Joey was doing on that show. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even about music. It was like, yo, this nigga, Joey, he acting his ass off. That Unique character was so good, they had to bring him back from the dead. So I'm just saying, like, it was that. Now, if Joey says that line, and then he goes on to rap the way he's rapping, and then artists from, the West Coast respond, it's lackluster. It kind of falls flat. It's not really landing like that. then was he wrong in saying too much West Coast dick looking?
I mean, of course, it was the flip off the whole shit, but I think Joey Badass was wrong in that flip. And keep white people opinions out of hip hop for this clip. The West Coast, I'll use DJ Head's word. I think the West Coast has a delusion right now that all of us watched Kendrick Lamar in 2024 and thought West Coast. We're looking at what the West Coast is doing. No, we're looking at Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick lived down the block.
Kendrick lived in Brooklyn.
I'm just saying.
So I love the West Coast unity. I love the pop out. Everyone there. But the fact that y'all think, reason you included, my friend, the fact that y'all think that we are all watching this and going, damn, look what the West Coast is doing. We are not viewing it that way. We're viewing it, look at what Kendrick fucking Lamar just did. Y'all were not in that battle.
But you also can't.
She replied directly to Damaris's tweet. So I don't know, Maul may have a case right now in homie court that may be ratting because it was a new clip.
The paperwork. She put my name in her
name is my name.
Yeah, Maul deserves this smoke.
See, I don't like this selective homie court.
How was it selective?
Because I ain't bring you to homie court for shit that you did. I let you rock. I let you get away scot-free.
Me?
You.
What did I do?
I ain't bring you to homie court. You came out here and started ratting on yourself and telling and apologizing and putting up statements.
When?
I never took you to homie court for what you deserve to go to homie court for.
What are you talking? All right, so take me to homie court now. What are you talking about?
No, it's cool.
Nah, it ain't cool. No. So you can't bring that up. You can't bring that up. You can't bring that up.
You already brought up a statement.
Now, if you gonna bring something up and say I need to be a homie court, say what I need to be a homie court for.
Everybody know what you should have went to homie court for, but we already had a conversation.
For laughing about a post?
You went and doubled back and laughed again, nigga.
All I did was laugh.
Again.
I can't laugh. I laughed. A nigga laughed and I gotta go to homie court for laughing?
No, I didn't bring you to homie court. I let it go. Why you?
No, you saying I deserve to be in homie court though. For laughing?
It was a charge.
No, fuck.
It was a charge.
We can't laugh.
You can laugh about whatever you want.
Okay, so now,
you can go outside and
you
punch
said I deserve. All right, but listen.
You might have to go to jail for it.
Here's the difference. You said I deserve to go to homie court because I laughed. Right? All I did was laughing emoji. You put my name and said he deserves smoke. Meaning, not only did you put my name in the paperwork, but you was like, get this nigga him. That's what that was. Damn. You like, yo, nah, get him. He the one that deserve it.
Well, we even.
Yeah, like what was that about?
We even.
Me laughing and you saying Maul deserves the smoke is not the even. That's not even at all. There's no even with that. Sorry.
He bought you an actual hammer?
I asked Josh for the judge mallet and he brought me this.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Maul, there's a lot of strong points right now, but it did trigger something that has not been settled yet with the fake apologies that happened on this podcast months ago. I think we should finally clear the air, same way I did with Lex 10 years later, and have that homie court.
Of what?
Your LOLs.
Okay, so I can't laugh.
You are free to do whatever.
No. But you feel it's
this is gonna be a repeat of the other one.
See, I can't because obviously you felt the way about laughing emojis, and cool, you're entitled to feel the way about laughing emojis. But we're not gonna say this is the same, though. We're not gonna say this is the same. Maul deserves this smoke, and me just laughing is not the same.
Okay,
no fucking way in hell.
What do you think? What do you think the difference is?
A laughing emoji was all I put. I just laughed.
No, it ain't even about the original laughing emojis. It's about the fact that you went back and doubled back a week later and laughed again.
No, it was a whole different post.
Yeah, I know, but it was a week later, a week after that post was posted.
But it was a funny post again.
Nigga, you wasn't laughing for a week straight.
Yeah, I was laughing. That was funny. That was funny. See what somebody was just pointing out the hypocrisy, and I just laughed at it.
You knew it wasn't hypocrisy,
and he knew it wasn't. That's my thing with Maul. That was my only issue with Maul. Is Maul knew that it wasn't hypocrisy because Maul was there for the conversation that we had, and he still went back.
It was a funny post. I just laughed.
Maul, let's be real. You didn't even laugh at the second one because you hadn't even seen it.
I only can laugh at what I see.
When we talked about the apology and Peach took it and clipped it up and made it seem like I was arguing, like almost like I was arguing with my boyfriend, and Peach made like a post for me to post about it. I posted it like, oh, this is what happens when you point of view, you already went through his phone, but he lying to you. You laughed at that, and then immediately after you laughed under my page, you went and commented on that.
Commented on what?
On your man's post. You commented on my post, on my little meme that Peach made me, and then immediately after you went and commented on Drake's thing.
I'm only commenting on what I see though. I can't comment on things I don't see. Like if I'm on my timeline and I'm seeing
you
shit.
thought I was being shady when I posted that reel. That's why you commented.
You was being shady.
I wasn't being shady.
Get the fuck out of here.
I was not.
Objection. Give me the shit. Objection. You was being shady.
Peach is right here. Peach is right here.
Stop leading the witness.
Peach,
I don't even
out
know
of
that word.
asset, out of that apology, Peach created that asset. I didn't create that asset. Peach sent that to me and I said, it looked like I'm arguing with my boyfriend. I then posted it and said, this is what happened. Like he trying to explain himself, but you already went through that phone. You're barely
No, you said something about when you know he lying.
That was underneath. That was the caption underneath. But on the actual post, I literally said when you arguing with your boyfriend, but you already went through that phone. It had nothing to do with you. I wasn't being funny towards you. But when Peach clipped it up,
I'm in the post.
But it's only your voice. Your face is not in it.
But I'm in it. My likeness is in it.
You felt the way and felt like I was trying to be funny.
My likeness wasn't in this shit here.
5 minutes
I had nothing to do with this.
Immediately 5 minutes after you went and commented on Drake's post to be funny. You were not laughing in the moment. You went to be funny.
I was laughing. All I did was
admit that you were being funny.
I was laughing. It was funny to me. I laughed. Still, I'm trying to figure out how does laughing and a laughing emoji equate to being the same with Maul deserves this smoke.
If there ain't no loyalty on the left, ain't no loyalty on the right.
I can't laugh or fucking laugh. We talking about laughing.
Listen, all is fair in love and our favorite rappers.
Nah, man. All is fair in love and
this is ratting.
This is ratting.
Hey.
I don't care what nobody. Maul deserves this smoke. That is ratting. That is biting the cheese. That is asking for Pepsi and Doritos. That is ratting.
She's a civilian.
When I said that, I didn't think you was gonna go to jail. You ain't in jail.
I have not seen any 1090 Jake paperwork.
Maul deserves this smoke.
Listen, said nothing
I had
yet.
to distract. I had to get my homeboy free. I'm YSL Woody. I had to get my homeboy free.
Oh my God. She just said she's YSL Woody.
I threw the case. I had to get my homeboy free.
What? Yo, that is Rat 101.
That means I'm Young Thug.
Yo, what is that? Yo, that is crazy.
Thanks.
Yo, that is crazy. I got ratted on and they tried to tell me I did not get ratted on.
I threw the case, pointed suspicion elsewhere. I knew you weren't going to get brought up on charges as you haven't. So
Party was going to hold it down.
Both free. I did what I had to do for the podcast. Now y'all both free, and we might actually.
Who is yours? I was never in it.
We might actually get a party interview.
She said Rory's needs to shut his white bitch ass up. She didn't say anything about Maul. Maul's name is nowhere in Cardi's paperwork at all. Only time Maul's name is mentioned in any paperwork is when Damaris submits her statement and says Maul deserves this smoke.
We're all free, and we're getting the first Cardi B interview when she.
I don't know if I'm free. I got to go to the Bronx tonight. Them brims might catch me.